This video is going to cover graphing ordered pairs on a coordinate plane. We're going to assume you know about the x and y axis. We're going to go right into how to plot points. So our first point is -3, +4. We're going to find the -3 on the x-axis, and that's going to be marked there. And then we have a +4 on the y-axis. We're going to mark that. And what you want to do is see where they both line up. What point do they both line up on? Well, if we draw some imaginary lines, this is how you could visualize it. The point's going to be right there, and that point is in quadrant 2. We have 4, -3. We mark our 4 on the x. We mark our -3 on the y. We extend them, and they line up right there in quadrant 4. Okay, we have 7, 0. We're going to mark our 7. We're going to mark our 0 on the y-axis. So the y-axis up and down, where it hits the x-axis is 0. So we extend the lines. It's on the x-axis, this point, and it's between quadrant 1 and quadrant 4. A point that's sitting on an axis is never going to be in a quadrant. It's going to be between two quadrants. We have -1, -2. So we're going to mark our -1. We're going to mark our y-axis of -2. We extend those, and they intersect right there at that point in quadrant 3. That's where both x and y will always be negative in quadrant 3. -5, 0. We're going to mark our -5 on the x-axis. We're going to mark our 0 on the y-axis. And we're going to see where they meet, and they meet on the axis. This one's going to be between quadrant 2 and quadrant 3. 0, 4. We're going to mark our x value for 0. And then we're going to mark y as a +4. And when we extend each of those out, they intersect right on an axis between quadrant 2 and quadrant 1. -5, +2. We find our x value of -5. We found our y value of 2. We extend them out, and they meet in the second quadrant, quadrant 2. -6, -5. I find my x value of -6. I find my y value of -5, and we extend those out, and they would intersect in the third quadrant, quadrant 3. 0, 0. We're going to find our x value of 0. We're going to find our y value of 0. And they intersect right where the x and y intersect, and that is known as the origin. 0, 0 represents the origin. 5, 5. We find our x value of 5. We find our y value of 5. Extend them out, and they meet in quadrant 1. That is about it. Hope this helps. Best of luck to you.